Hi everyone. Today we have a special guest. Every guest is special. Rocco Suanno, a PhD student at the Light and Matter Institute in Lyon in statistical physics. Welcome to the podcast, Rocco.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, can you please introduce yourself to the audience more broadly?
Yeah, of course. So me, I am Rocco. I'm Italian. I think you can tell from the accent. So I studied. I studied in Milan for my bachelor, for my master, and then I moved here in Lyon to do my final internship. And then I liked the city. I liked the environment here in the lab, my supervisor, everything. And so I decided to stay. And so now I'm doing a PhD here since October of last year.
Great. Also, your PhD research is on spinodal decomposition in statistical physics, specifically on spinodal decomposition.
Exactly.
So I think it would be quite fair today because I know nothing about this process, maybe a basic knowledge. So I will be asking as if it would be a fair question. So what is spinodal decomposition in simple terms?
Okay, now I agree because in physics we like to give technical names to stuff, and so even something that everyone knows, then you put a technical name and people say, "Oh, what is this?" But actually they saw it multiple times. So spinal decomposition, it's a phenomena that happens it happens very frequently in nature. I would say that in the simplest term, when let's say that you take a bowl, you take a glass and you put inside water and oil. So you know they don't mix, so you will have a layer of water, layer of oil. But if you take a spoon and you mix it, then you have the appearance that they mix. And in the process from being an homogeneous mixture to being two layer, something very complex happens because it's not instantaneous. There is a dynamics that goes from the mixed solution to the mixed one with two layer, where you have droplets of one of oil in water or vice versa, and these droplets merge together. And this dynamics is what I look for, what we call spinodal decomposition. So actually, yes, it's something that you already saw, but then we put a technical name and you have the appearance that you don't know it, but you saw it.
If you had to explain to a non-scientist or non-physicist scientist, how might advances in controlling spinodal decomposition ultimately affect everyday technology or products?
Yeah, okay. It's the question is clear. The answer is that there are systems that are maybe you never saw. For instance, there are alloys. So you have two metals, and in these alloys, what happens is that during years you have the formation of some precipitates of one of the two pure elements. So inside the alloy, you have some regions where there is only one pure element and not both of them. And this region grow in size with time. It's a very slow process. It takes years usually, but it happens. And then once you have your alloy with all these precipitates around, what happens is that the defects of this of this alloy struggle to move inside the crystal whenever they meet these droplets. And so, as the mechanical properties of materials depend on the defects inside them, on the fact that they are not really monocrystal, then if you can control how many of these precipitates are in the sample and how big they are, it would be relevant for to engineer the mechanical properties. So this is just one of the possible application.
Yeah, it's also was my next question actually. So, what's the best main to determine if we can control, for example, any factors affecting it, like a temperature or anything else?
Yes. The idea is that what we are looking now for is a control by changing the temperature of the sample. This is just one way you can control a system. Then it depends system by system. There are systems where you can easily change the pressure, system where you can easily change the temperature, and then by that consideration, then you choose which is the control parameter of the system. So yeah, I have this poster that I made recently. I was in a school in a summer school in Italy, and I presented this. It's nice because I can zoom and I have everything inside one file. So here this is the spinodal decomposition that I was talking about. So at the beginning, you have on the left you have an homogeneous mixture, and then if you go at temperature that are low, small enough, you see that there is the appearance of some cluster, and then this cluster grow in time. So this is really this is the spinodal decomposition, the phenomena that I'm looking. So at the end, if you look at the end, you have some kind of patterns. So it's quite natural to ask if we can control this pattern.
Mm-hmm. And the T stands for here for the time.
For the temperature. So this is the time after you bring the temperature at a small enough value, because at high temperature, the molecules move very fast, and the system is mixed. The two component mix. Then, if you cool down the system, you let the possibility of this cluster to form, and then they grow with time. So this cluster are some polymers, some very long chain of molecules that they want to stay close together to minimize the energy, but actually when you are at high temperature, this is not possible due to the thermal agitation of the surrounding. And
this is a natural process that happens.
Yes. This is here you have some polymers, so you have this long chain of molecules inside a solvent, and but then you see also in this central image you have a cell. So it's you have a cell, and what happens inside the cell is that when you go at very low temperature, the nutrients inside the cell get covered by some special molecule. They get protected, and then you can see these yellow dots that represent these membranes around the nutrients that are lipids in this case. And so also here you have these domains that emerge and grow in time, and so yeah, it's a very 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 general phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Specifically on that actually as well, so spinodal decomposition touches on also material science, so chemistry, biology, or different fields. So what unexpected fields have you found yourself collaborating with within your work?
Well, the idea is that you're right. I mean, it's as is something very general, very fundamental. There are a lot of fields where you can see this phenomena. But then, of course, one looks in his mind. He looks just to one possible kind of application, and the idea that we have here is to focus on what is the physics of surfaces, like when you have a crystal and they have and you look at the surface of a crystal. There are a lot of people that study how to grow the crystal, so deposit material in order to increase the size of this crystal. And there are also people that study how, like the roughness of this surface, the pattern that you can have on the surface. And so the idea is that the direction where we want to move is this, to have control of the pattern that you see on the surface of a crystal. So you are right. There are a lot of possible field of science where you can see this phenomenology, but this is the direction we are interested in. So surface of crystals.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations again on your first place. You recently won a first place as a PhD student who recently started his journey. So it's just personally interesting to me. I think, what was your personal motivation for choosing your current research topic?
Yeah. Actually, the idea is that it came. It was not really a matter of choice, in the sense that when I arrived here, I came as an Erasmus student. So I was I was doing an internship here, but everyone was new here. I was focused on a lot of things. And at that time, when I arrived, my supervisor was interested in this subject, so I started to work to it without thinking, I like it or I don't like it. Then the motivation, the reason why we are still behind it, is more because I like the way, the process we are in to do research. So it's not much that I'm motivated because this research could lead to crazy application. It's more that I like the tools, I like the way we proceed. I like working with my supervisor. So that's what motivates me. And then for the prize, is more that I really like the show, and so there was a prize that I could win, and I tried my best to.
Yeah. If actually you want, you can also show the trophy and.
Yeah. It's here. It's nothing special. It's you see, it is written. It is written Best Talk Award, PhD Day 2025. So actually, it was not meant to be a competition. It was a situation where every PhD one was asked to present its work in order to see what is doing each other all together. And then I knew that there was a prize I could win, and it's here.
Yeah. Also, I went through your presentation. Actually, very nice, visually explained, even for me as someone who has very basic understanding of physics. It was very easy to follow. I really like the visuals that you try to make it easy to understand. Actually, a lot of work to make it simplistic so the larger audience can understand. Great job on that, and congratulations again.
Thanks.
Yeah. Also, going through one of your slides, I mentioned I came across the quote, "Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I think that's a deep philosophy over there. So how does this statement apply in statistical physics?
Yeah. Actually, there was a joke that I played, that I said, yeah, a joke that I have with my friend, that we claim that Confucius once said that life is no more than minimizing the right functional. Of course, he never said this, but the idea is that that's how physics can be formulated uh, in the majority of cases. So whenever physicists say that passive system work like this, so you have functional, you have a free energy, and the system in time minimizes this free energy. So all the dynamics, not all the dynamics, but I mean, it's a very general fact that is common between a lot of systems, that they move to minimize the free energy, to minimize a functional. And as the model I'm working on is formulated in this way, I really like to say this, and to say this joke, that I can understand that people do not get it immediately if they are not physics, if they are not thinking about free energy every day. But it's if you can get it, I think it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a physicist, so therefore I took it as a philosophical statement.
Yeah, it's not bad at the end. Even I mean, like when a painter do their work, I mean, they have in mind something, then people read something else. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon it's funny, it's fine.
So you also got a very nice award, actually. It's
Yeah.
Rover. I'm actually, yeah.
We are linked somehow.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I actually also brought my Rover, so we can showcase people, maybe just to promote them. It's, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Really nice. Yeah.
I don't know who makes them, but it seems very nice. And I, with a friend, we said that when winter will come and we will not be able to play sports outside. I mean, we will be able, but we don't want. We will look at this. But for the moment, there is a very shiny sun outside.
Yeah.
Good
I
to see.
think in winter it would be also nice to test all the promised robustness in the advertisement. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you are right. You're right.
So I was interested to ask you because for me, like, there are some physicists I know of, but um, who were the great scientists that inspired or still inspire you as a young scientist?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to choose, because actually, I mean, years, I would say millennials of science, and then you have to choose only one between them. But yeah, there was a period I was very fascinated by Richard Feynman, the way he was. I mean, there are some videos you find online when you can hear him, and I was fascinated by the sentence. Don't remember it well, but it was saying something like, "I'm not um, um, a smart guy. I'm just someone that studied hard." And so it means I mean, as long as I can read it, even when I try to compare myself with other people in the academic environment, that most of the time I have more experience and I feel like less smart than them, then I think that that doesn't matter to have a gift or to have some special abilities, let's say, but if you study hard, you can really contribute.
Yeah. I think Richard Feynman stands alone within himself because, I mean, the contribution he made into physics, but into teaching itself,
More the
admire.
yeah. So I don't know. Remember in the script you were saying if we want to talk about the experience, etc. I think if I have this tool, I would like to incentivize people to move as I did, because me, when I did this step of moving from my hometown to another country, it really changed everything in my life. I don't say that I'm not the same person anymore, but actually I really tasted the freedom, and I think now every time I have an idea, every time I want to do something, I try to do it. While before I was most of the time I was maybe spending one afternoon thinking about something that I could do with other people, and then I was cutting this idea because I was saying no one will ever be there. Instead, when you move and you meet people that moved, so they want to do things, and then it's beautiful because whenever you propose something, everyone wants to do it, and you do the same with the other, and so yeah. I mean, I'm not yet. I don't consider myself yet a scientist because I just I mean it's less than 1 year that I'm doing a PhD. But if I can communicate a message, is this: if you have the opportunity to move, to explore, to go in another country, do it, because it changes everything.
That's really great advice. I think I would definitely agree because it also helps you to see the things, to change your perspective as well. You know, it's refreshing as well. You will have some time to like think on some ideas or meeting new people as well, I guess. Yeah, completely agree. Yeah. Um. So looking ahead 5 years, um, what do you hope your research and or your field at large will have achieved?
Me, I hope that I don't know if in 5 years I will do research or I will work in a company. I don't know. I mean, less than 2 years ago, I was not even considering the possibility of being here. So 5 years is more than the double of this time scale, and so I don't know. What I would like in this moment to do is to have experience in laboratories in other countries. So what I'm trying to do now is to look for opportunities of spending some time in Germany, and because I really want to see how people work in other countries. I really want to have an idea of how the world of research is everywhere. Because of course, in conferences you meet people, you can talk with, you can get inspired by people, but I want to see life from inside. Uh, so that's. I hope that in 5 years, I I would have had experiences in other countries, and that's what I want to do now. I don't want to say that I don't care about the subject of the research, but I get interested in everything if they sell it well. So what I would like is really work with people around.
Also for the listeners, if they want to, because this was like a kind of enthusiastic episode, so if they want to reach out to you, how they can find you?
I have a mail.